Welcome! Yoga Basics from Sugden Park in Naples, Florida. Taking her slow and easy today. We'll start standing, find your equal grounding. Activate your feet, your legs, neutralize the pelvis, stack the shoulders over your hips, fingertips pointing together, and face them down all the way to the ground. Make room for your head and neck. Exhale, right ear, right shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, other side. Inhale, center, chin to chest. And all the way back. This time when you get back to neutral, bring your right ear to your right shoulder and 3 big and slow neck circles in this direction. And when you get back to the right ear, right shoulder, inhale to come to neutral. Exhale, left, left, and go the opposite direction. 3 of those. And when you get back to left, left, inhale to come to center. Ground down firmly. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Look up. Sweep them down. Look down. Again, up and up. And down and down. And this time, sweep them up. Interlace your fingers. Press up. And exhale, bending on over to the right. Keeping your left foot firmly planted. Inhale brings you back to center. Exhale, other side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale as you release your arms. Keep the length in your spine. Over you go. You can have a nice big bend in your knees for this first forward fold. And let your head be heavy, heavy, heavy. And then here, bring your hands to your shins. Inhale, halfway to lengthen your spine. Look across the room. And then exhale as you come down to all fours. We're going to be here for a minute, so if you want to put something under your knees, go for it. First, the cat-cows, warm up the spine. Inhales, lift and lengthen. Exhales, round, soften, tuck it all in. Keep those going on your own breath. The breath starts the movement. Two more. And add any other movements, maybe side to side, maybe wiggly waggly, whatever you want to bring into these warm-up motions. Once you come back to neutral, get lengthy from your sacrum through the crown of your head. And exhale, look over your right shoulder to your right heel. Inhale brings you back to center. Let's do 5 on that side. Keep doing it. Once you're finished with your 5th one on the right side, again, get tall and lengthy in the middle. Exhale, look the other way. Inhales bring you back to center. 5 of these. And you get back to neutral. Take your left hand out just a couple of inches. We're going to do 5 of these and land on the 5th one. The inhale opens you all the way up. Exhale, a nice twist, thread it through. Inhale, open again. This is the 5th one up. And as you exhale and thread through, come on down to your shoulder and the side of your head. You can extend the other arm if you'd like. And just readjust your hips. Inhale presses you in to lift up. Exhale, unwind. Other side. Hand comes out just a couple of inches. Inhales, lift you up. Exhales, thread you through. And on the 5th one, stay, come down onto your shoulder, readjust your hips, so you can extend this other arm if you'd like. Inhale presses you back up. Exhale, unwind. And then bring your hands back to tabletop. So you're right underneath your shoulders, hips underneath your hips. Draw your low belly in to support your core. Inhale, we're going to start one at a time and then put them together. Bring your right leg back. You're trying to find the weight distribution between your hands as equal. Exhale, release that. Grounding those hands down firmly, trying not to get one more than the other. Inhale, raise your left leg. Exhale to release that. Same thing with equal grounding in your legs. Inhale, raise your right arm. Your gaze goes with it. Exhale, release. Inhale up the other side. Exhale, release. Now we're going to bring it together. On an inhale, raise left leg, right arm. Exhale, release. Inhale up the other side. Exhale, release. Staying in all fours, you're going to take your right leg, sweep it back, and then on an exhale, bring it out to the side, sole of the foot to the floor, kind of like at 3 o'clock. And then you're just going to shift your body weight forward and shift it backwards. We'll do this for a little bit so you decide how much motion you want. One more of these forward and backwards. When you get back to neutral, lift that leg, sweep it back behind you. 3 breaths. And then exhale, release. Other side, left leg sweeps back. And then out to the side, sole of the foot to the floor. And shift your body forward and backwards. Once you come back up to neutral, lift the leg, sweep it back, 3 breaths. exhale to release that back to the floor. And then take your right leg forward up between your hands. You can rise up and bring your hands to your knee. Press your torso nice and tall. And then release your hands by your side. If you want, you can either keep your hands just by your hips or bring them to the floor as you curl your back toes under and inhale to lift the back leg. So you can keep your hands on the blocks or the floor, or you can bring it to your knee. Again, find room in your torso, get nice and lengthy. On an exhale, gently release that leg back down. And we're going to switch sides. So your left foot comes forward. At first, your hand's just going to be your knee. So you're lengthy in both rib cages, the same amount. And then either come forward or stay there, but curl your back toes under. Inhale to lift your back leg. And again, your choice if you want to stay on the ground or come up to your knee and find lots of space in your torso. And exhale, release that knee to the ground. Come on back to the first side. So right leg forward. Now we're going to move through these. So the inhales, your knee tracks over your ankle, lift and lengthen, broad across the collarbone. Exhale, shifts you back. You can either keep this front foot on the ground or allow the toes to come up and you fold forward. Keep it going. Inhale brings you forward, knee tracks over your ankle. Exhale, shift it back. This time forward, we're going to stay for 3 breaths. And then when you exhale to shift it back, we're going to stay for 3 breaths. Inhale brings us back to neutral to switch sides. Inhales track you forward, lift and lengthen. Exhale, send you back and forward fold. Keep those going on your own breath. This trip forward will stay. And as you exhale, shift back and stay. Inhale brings you back to neutral. Slide your knee back to all fours. Bring your hands just a couple of inches forward. Curl your toes under, and we're going to move to downward facing dog. So on an exhale, you lift those hips up. You can pedal your legs out. Press through your hands so much, make your arms straight as they've ever been. And just a couple of breaths here to settle in. Find your first down dog. Let your head be heavy like a bowling ball. Shake it, shake it, shake it. You can come up all the way to your tippy toes. Raise your hips all the way to the sky. And on the exhale, allow your heels to descend. Inhale, look up between your hands, come up onto your tippy toes. Exhale as you bring your knees back to the mat, a little bit wider than your hips. This time your toes touch, and sit back for child's pose. Inhale, come on back up again, curl your toes under. Exhale, back for downward facing dog. Inhale to sweep your right leg back and up. Exhale, release that to the floor. Inhale, send the other leg back and up. Exhale, releases that to the floor. Inhale, sweep your right leg back up again. This time bend the knee and then stack your knee up and over and look under your right arm. You can keep your leg bent or you can straighten it. Exhale, turns you back to neutral. Release. Woozy. Inhale, up the other side. Left leg lifts. Bend the knee and allow it to stack. Again, you can straighten it or keep it bent, whatever feels good. Inhale brings you back. Exhale, release. This time look up between your hands and walk your feet on up to meet. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, fold completely. Grab onto your elbows and give a little dangle. And then a bend in both knees. Release your arms. Inhale as you roll back up and come to stand. And do a little bit of twisty twist and chair pose. So, you can decide if you want to be shoulder or hip width, shoulder width apart, or bring your feet to a narrow position. Either way, let's do a few before we settle. We're going to inhale, bend your knees, sit into your chair, and sweep your arms up. Next inhale, come all the way up out of there. Exhale to release. This time we're going to do it again, but think about your heels getting as much weight as the front of your feet. So ground down really firmly on both. Inhale, bend your knees, sweep your arms up. So that might mean you have to shift your body back, your butt back over your heels. So you're equally distributed, balls of your feet and your heels. Inhale, come on up out of there. Exhale, release. Again, this time, inhale, sweep your arms up, bend into that chair. You know what's coming next. Bring your hands together. Your left elbow is going to go to the outside of your right knee. Press and open. Exhale to release that. Inhale, bring your arms straight up. Exhale, other side, hands come together. You can take your elbow and just place it over there. Get nice and lined, and then bring your hands together and open into the twist. Exhale, gently release. Inhale, sweep back, chair pose, 3 breaths. Smile. And then inhale, bring it all the way up. Exhale, arms down by your side. Same but different. Inhale, sweep your arms up. As you bend into your chair, hands come together, elbow on the outside of your right knee. Opening your chest to that side. You can stay right here for round 2, or you can take that left leg And whoa, step it back to the high lunge. Exhale, release your torso down towards the mat. Inhale to step your leg back together. And then this next inhale, you're going to step all the way up. Take a pause. We're going to go the other way. Do the other direction. Inhale, take your seat. Arms come together. This time your elbow's going to come to the outside of your left knee. And you can stay right here or send the right leg back to the high lunge. Stay in the twist. Exhale to release your chest down to the ground. Inhale, steps that leg together. Sweep back up, 3 breaths more in Akatasana, awkward pose. And then on an inhale, come on up. Exhale, release your arms, and you can shake that out. Bring your legs wider than your hips, wider than your shoulders, and your toes can face out just a touch, depending on where you are, who you are. You might want to put them together, whatever you want to do. First, we're just going to slide your hands down to your knees and allow your shoulders to be away from your neck. So don't crunch them up like this. So there's room here. And then just notice as you get lower what's going on with your feet. And you're trying to keep the weight distributed equally in both feet all the time. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come down again. And this time, keeping the length in your torso and your head away from your shoulders. Exhale to release your right shoulder down to the ground. Inhale back to center. Exhale, other side. Inhale back to center. And exhale, maybe you can go lower into your squat. Grounding down firmly, all 4 corners. And you're going to do the same thing. If you need to be a little bit of buoyancy in your pelvic floor, come up a little, hand to the ground, and then open up. Exhale, bring it back to center. Hand to the middle. Inhale, open up. Exhale, back to the center. Release your hands. Inhale, come all the way up. And give your legs a little shake out. Now bring your legs wider than that even, but the outside edge is going to be squared up as if you were on a mat. You'd be on the outside edge of the mat. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Look up, get lots of length in the spine. Keep the length as you exhale, come forward and fold. Inhale, come all the way up and out of there. Sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale again, sweep your arms down by your side this time and fold. Once your hands get to the ground, heel toe your feet out one little scooch more than last time. Inhale, look halfway, get length in your spine. Exhale all your air here. Inhale, come the rest of the way up. If you have it in you, you're going to heel toe your feet one more time, a little bit wider, maybe wider than you've done in months. If it feels okay-ish, you want to be right on the edge. Externally rotate those legs so your knees are in line with your ankles. Inhale, sweep them up. Exhale, over we go. Inhale. Come all the way back up. Heel toe your feet together and give that a little shake out. And just balance a little bit. Basic old tree pose today. So if you want something for stability, grab it or go near the wall or whichever you got. Ground down your left foot real firmly and just see what happens with your right. Notice what your level of stability is and try to cultivate steadiness. You may start with your foot just on your shin, your calf, or maybe it can come up a little bit higher today. You try not to put it right on your knee. Try to avoid that. So your standing leg, the left leg, so super strong like the trunk of a tree. You find one point to focus on, your dristi. And once you find yourself nice and stable, if you want to include your arms and sweep them up overhead. Exhale, release your arms and then your leg and switch sides. You're going to bring your right foot really grounded, strong leg, like so super strong. And then see where your left foot lands. And if you would like to include your arms, exhale, gently release your arms and then your leg and come on down to the ground. Right. Soles of your feet on the floor. Inhale to raise your right leg all the way up. And if you have a strap, great. If not, today you're just going to grab your hands behind your thigh and just give it a little gentle pressure so your toes are coming back. Straight leg matters more than how far it goes. So if you're up here like this, that's fine. Straighten it and stay here. Wherever you are, you want your legs straight. This is all for the good of your hammies. And if you want to extend the other leg down, you sure can. And now from here, I'm just going to take this leg, bring my hand to the inside of the thigh, and exhale, allow it to come out to the side. This often we use the bolsters for here, or blocks. We're not staying for too long, so you don't need to do that today unless you want to. Inhale back to center. Exhale, bend that knee and release it. Inhale up the left side. Same thing, you can put some gentle pressure on the back of your thigh. You can extend your right leg. And if you want to bring it out to the side, you can support your thigh here. Inhale brings it back to center. Exhale, release that sole of the foot to the floor as you slide your right one back. Arms into cactuses. Exhale, both knees over to the right. Inhale, bring them back to center. Exhale, the other side. Inhale, bring them back to center. Soles of your feet together. Exhale, Baddha Konasana, one breath. Inhale brings them back together. Pick your feet up off the ground. Your hands are going to come to your knees and just pedal that out. Circle your ankles in both directions. Wiggle your toes, scrunch them and spread them. And then on an inhale, make yourself a tight little ball. Exhale, completely undo. Arms flop open, palms face up. Release your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Give your jaw a wiggle. really try to let stuff go. I mean, these little shavasana are so mini, it's really hard to completely release. Do your best. Let go, let go, let go. Let everything be heavy. No muscles being activated or controlling anything. And then a little wiggle comes to your fingers and your toes, the roll of your wrist and ankles, the bend in your knees and elbows, and the reach up overhead for the stretch and a yawn. Knees come into your chest, roll off to the side, use your arm as a pillow as you take a pause. And just scan yourself and notice what's going on. Notice the level of your energy, the quality of your muscles, your musculoskeletal system, all your systems. And then continue to roll so that your head and your chest face the ground. Press yourself up to a seat. Your head comes last. And find a comfortable seat so we can finish together. Your hands can come to your heart center. Exhale everything you got. Inhale, fill her up. Big sigh. Next one fills her up. And you blow through a straw at your mouth. And the last fill up, you bow your head to your heart as you exhale through your nose. And just take a moment to thank yourself for honoring your body and your mind for 30 minutes. And know that the light of divinity that shines inside the cave of my heart honors, values, and appreciates the same light in each of you. Namaste.